we're literally taking what CNN, Fox, and every one of the other players who we trusted our news to have abused us. We now have decentralized citizen journalism, people asking questions like this. CNN doesn't have the humility to invite me to their platform.
It's propaganda.
All they do is invite the same people, and they're paying them. They're paying them to be little bitches, okay, little whores, little fucking rats. And these guys are getting paid this consulting fees. I mean, hundreds of $1,000, dude. Okay, for 12 appearances a year. You do 5 of those gigs, and then guess what? They become unproductive. They have so much cash. They're not investing that money. They're talking heads. They're total prostitutes. And guys like me, they can't even control. Like Grant, they won't even invite Grant anymore. Because we're like, hey, we're not answering that stupid question.
Well, like with CNN, think about it, man. If they're, this credible news source, then why wouldn't they bring people on and debate them? That's the one thing people.
But see, we don't need to worry about what they're doing.
Exactly.
This is where I shine. What we need to worry about is, one, why is only 200 people listening to this right now? Okay, you should be talking to your mom, your sister, your aunt, your brother. Why aren't you introducing Kevin to your family if you're spending an hour a week with him? Okay, why? Like, spread the news, man. Okay, get some people. If you're digging it, your family's going to dig it
too. They think crypto's a scam.
Old guys on.
They think crypto's a scam. They think my mom, they think it's fake. They saw the FTX, Sam Bankman-Fried stuff, and they think that they call him the Bitcoin guy. And not just my family, a lot of my friends, like they don't understand it, and it's going to pass them up.
Kevin, let's really go basic on it. They don't understand history. So not only do they not understand this, they don't actually understand how industries and transformation occurs. The alcohol business that is in place today in the United States was built on total crime, murder, killing, gambling, extortion. Okay, and then we appointed a president of the United States whose family benefited from that. Nobody talks about that. Even nobody cares. I don't give a fuck what Donald Trump did 30 years ago. Like, go beat up whoever you got to beat up, Donald. And I'm pretty sure they're the same kind of guys like you. And if you want to stick it in somebody's butt, I don't care, man. You're the president of the United States. Like, don't abuse the secretary. Dude, these other guys are doing the same thing. What, we want our president all holy moly? The general of the military all holy moly, and then you're going against guys you're telling me they're so evil? You don't put virginity against evil, okay? That's just dumb. And this is our planet, dude. Our country has gotten stupid.
Yeah.
So, I just look at the fact, hey, why do you only have 200 people? It's Friday night. I guarantee you there's 1,000 people out there that are bored. They're getting ready to go to the bar they don't want to go. They're going to do shit they shouldn't do, and they're going to be unhappy when they come back. In fact, they're going to be unhappier. And I don't need to be doing this, man.
Oh, you're a G for doing it. It's funny because I think it was in your interview either with Patrick or your brother where you said that you and Grant were talking. An idle mind is the devil's playground. So quickly, and I've been guilty of it. I'm not perfect, but my friends and stuff. Oh,
you're not perfect?
Nah, not yet. Not yet. But people will say, oh, I don't have time to learn it. Oh, I don't care. But, they got time for Netflix. They got time for video games. They got time for drugs. They got time for, strip clubs. And, I don't have money to invest. Like, dude, you at the casino last night. What are you talking about? You know what I'm saying? Like, so I think that right now where we're at is that people are kind of being lulled to sleep. And the bigger issue would be the markets, that they want to keep, young people out of the markets, and they want them to be stuck with the inflation to pay the bill for the wars. And they really don't want there to be a rising middle class. They don't want this idea of American exceptionalism to grow, because if the American experiment works, then all these third world countries are going to want this there. And what happens if that happens there? Then they're not able to extract the resources from these third world countries by keeping them in poverty. So that's kind of the bigger issue. And we're all, if you, the programming, the Mockingbird, Operation Mockingbird, the different media systems that are in place, a lot of people call it the Matrix. That's kind of the term that's used, is this matrix-like system that is designed to keep young people. Now, what protects me and what protects a lot of my friends that get it, I think, is your spiritual relationship, your relationship with God. And I think that once you're able to tap into that you kind of have like plot armor. I mean, obviously, anybody can die at any time. That's not what I'm saying,
Yeah.
but you're protected from I don't know, have you heard the term MK Ultra?
Yeah.
Yeah, so you don't think that you're immune to the MK Ultra, because it's a system. It's a system, and it's very hard for me to explain that system, like kind of like what Morpheus says in the Matrix. Like, nobody can be told what the Matrix is. You have to see it for yourself. And so Neo had to take that red pill in order to see it. So he took the red pill, and if you guys remember in the Matrix, what Cypher said, that backstabbed the resistance, what Cypher was like, well, hold on. You kind of tricked us into taking this red pill. And when we took this red pill, we didn't know, like, you put us in a war we didn't know we're in. Most people are born into this bondage. They're born into this world. They're born into these wars that have been going on for generations, like the stuff in the Middle East. That's been going on since the start of time. And you want me to pick a side, or to even factually comprehend what's going on over there, when I'm, what I'm saying? Like, it's impossible. Hey, Gary, we do have a question that just came in. My boy Mosiah, he's out in LA. Are you familiar with Jonathan May's book, Confessions of an Economic Hitman?
I am.
You are?
Yeah, it's awesome.
Yeah. Look, it's funny. I'm glad you brought that up, Messiah. I'm not familiar with this book, but I'm on this thing. Gary, I drive a lot. So I'm trying to, while I'm driving, instead of listening to the garbage radio, just put an audio book on. And
sure, man.
it's so addictive. It's so addictive. Well, I'll get to where I'm going to, and I'll just keep listening to the book.
Can I ask you a question?
Of course.
Hey, thank you, sir, for that question. Yes, I have read it, and people should read it if you don't already know what's really happening. But what subject, if a guy like me were to write a book or do an audio thing, what subject do you find really difficult to get from, someone that you're like, hey, you know what, that void is not filled?
Mm-hmm.
There's just, and there's a lot of voids. I think people really underestimate. This is my point about media. I actually should get an award from Elon, because I was on space the other night. I actually think the guy's going to probably call me. So I'm looking at spaces, because I'm not like my brother. Like we are really, really, really different creatures. I'm an extremely strategic thinker. I'm looking at spaces. I got on spaces 6 months ago, man. Okay, I will have over 100,000 viewers by March. Like, I'm going to spank this thing, but I'm going to hit it with a Gary Cardone force. I'm just going to do it in monster volume without paying anyone anything. Okay,
Yeah.
I actually want to test this. Hey, I ain't paying anybody shit to do anything. I want to see what is organic, natural need